Early recovery series part 4. Now this one is a doozy, so please watch to the very end. And this one brings all of them together. And this one is about emotions, so this one's very important. And I know in early recovery, emotions are very important because like they come in as a tidal wave or like a wrecking ball, and like especially when you're first just getting sober and getting off the like whatever substance it is. And I remember when I was going through rehab and I was like, oh man, get me out of here. Like, this is just brutal. There's a lot of emotions, especially when I was in detox center. I remember like just feeling every emotion and feeling like, the guilt, the shame, all that stuff, like the anxiety, depression, anxiety attacks, and everything. Like, I remember going through that process. So I have a very good understanding how people feel. Now, it could be as little as just, something that happened in life and you feel guilty or shameful. Now, it's up to you to know when you are going in recovery and becoming a better version of yourself to like let that go and remember that your progress of being in recovery and becoming a better version of yourself is not you in the past anymore. And that's very important when you go through these emotions, because you got to remember, like, when you look back at your past and you go, hey man, like I was like in addiction, I was not doing good. And then when you get into recovery and you become a better version of yourself, that isn't you anymore. So you got to let that go and move forward and always be willing to like grow and become a better version of yourself. And once you do that, it's going to be a beautiful process. And then, of course, anxiety can come in different ways. I had a friend reach out to me and he said, hey, bro, like I'm constantly getting anxiety attacks. And I was like, hey, man, like we got to figure out what's going on. And he's like, okay. So then one day he woke up in the morning and then he messaged me. He's like, dude, I think it's my vape. And I was like, oh, well, like, and then he was like explaining to me, like, he read online that it can cause anxiety attacks and what have you. And I was like, well, let's get rid of that. And I don't know if that has helped him or not, but hey, brother, like, please drop a comment if that has helped you, if you watch my content. But anyways, he got rid of the vape, and I believe it's helped him. So it can be as little as that can cause anxiety attacks or depression or what have you. So when you are feeling these emotions, it's very important to like kind of overlook or reflect, like, what did you do that day? So when you got your cup of coffee, did you have an anxiety attack? Or when you made bacon and eggs, did you get anxiety attack? And figure out, okay, that's why I had an anxiety attack. It was because of A to Z kind of idea. And once you figure that out, now you can figure out how to handle that. And that's where kind of like triggers come involved. And with the emotions, with the relapsing, because if you feel a lot of anxiety and a lot of this pressure, we kind of do not rational decisions. Well, like, oh man, I don't feel good. I'm just going to go have a bottle, right? So that's where the emotions come in. It's very important to handle these emotions. Now, the best thing that works best for me is like I found something that I really truly enjoy doing. So I love mountain biking, I love hiking, I like snowboarding. So I go and embrace those activities. And I also embrace like, this is a new version of me. The past me is not me anymore. Like the one that was drunk and acting like an idiot and all that. That's not me anymore. So I learned to grow and become like, okay, now that I'm in this like version of myself, the past doesn't hold me. So I've been able to handle the anxiety a lot better. And this is something that most people don't know about me, but I get a lot of anxiety when I'm in big groups of people, and I actually get anxiety when I'm around people like outside of my house. I know it's weird. I can sit on social media, make content, and I can like show my face in front of everybody. But the minute I'm around people, I get anxiety. I feel like a lot of energy and what have you. So that is like one of the things I'm stepping out of my comfort zone since I've been in sobriety for a while and recovery for a while. I'm actually stepping out and trying to go into like more public areas and public places. So, anyways, that is part of my journey that I'm learning how to grow in. And I hope that helps you. Now, if any emotions come up, just remember to check out my content and what have you. Like it, share it, and let me know in the comments what emotions that got brought up for you. And yeah, please drop a like and a comment and a follow. Much love, everybody, and I'll catch you guys on the next.